What was the impact of Richard Lauer's work? Have you ever wondered how blood transfusions began? Richard Lauer played a key role in this fascinating chapter of medical history. His work during the 17th century significantly shaped the early development of blood transfusion and experimental physiology. Lauer conducted some of the first successful blood transfusions, starting with experiments on animals like dogs and sheep. He initially used hollow quills for these procedures but later improved his technique by using thin silver tubes. These tubes were inserted into veins and arteries and secured with ligatures, allowing for more controlled transfusions. Lauer's experiments were groundbreaking for their time. He demonstrated that blood could be transferred between animals without immediate fatal consequences, which was a remarkable achievement. His curiosity led him to explore interspecies transfusions, alternating donors and recipients between different species. This showed his desire to understand the nature and function of blood better. His work was closely linked with the Royal Society and the chemist Robert Boyle, highlighting the collaborative spirit of the scientific revolution in Europe. Lauer's experiments raised questions about the role of blood in health and temperament, although he did not observe any changes in animal behavior after transfusions. Lauer's influence extended beyond England. A French physician replicated and expanded on his experiments, performing the first animal-to-human transfusion in 1667. However, this caused some tension, as the French physician did not acknowledge Lauer's contributions. The Royal Society soon followed with their own human transfusions, achieving initial success. Despite these advancements, the practice of human blood transfusion faced ethical, theological, and legal objections. By 1669, English Parliament and French authorities prohibited it, halting further human transfusions for over a century. This delay meant that Lauer's pioneering techniques did not see clinical application until the 19th century. Nonetheless, Lauer's work laid important groundwork for future advances in transfusion medicine. His detailed descriptions of procedures, anatomy, and specialized instruments informed later practitioners. The revival of blood transfusion in the 1800s drew on principles that Lauer had established. In the broader context of European history, Lauer's experiments exemplify the spirit of the scientific revolution, where empirical observation began to challenge long-standing medical beliefs. His work reflects the early integration of scientific inquiry with medical practice, influencing how physiology and experimental medicine evolved in Europe. Richard Lauer's impact was to pioneer blood transfusion techniques, advance experimental physiology, and inspire further medical research, despite the social and legal barriers of his time. His contributions form a key part of the history of medicine in Europe and the gradual emergence of modern medical science.